Okay, so hopefully this will work. It's a very tricky setup for me to do this. Okay, so what I'm going to try and show you how I'm making these teeny weeny little miniature goggles, steampunk goggles, as you can see here. Now you can see I've got these sausagey fingers, so these being so small, they're very difficult to make, but I thought if I could try and do this, I can sort of give you an idea. Now it may or may not work like this, but it will give you an idea of how I've made them, so you can try yourself. So I've been winding it round the end of a paintbrush. Cut that off there. Now I'm using this tool as well to roll things out into like this long shape, and once it's closed here, I get the tool and then just sort of try and join these two ends together. Don't worry about that little bit. So I'm just going over it like that, and then also, because you can see a little fingerprint there, I'm trying to roll it out a bit. Now I was having trouble getting it off at the end because it's not ideal, this thing that I'm using, this paintbrush. But then I just get my craft knife and just cut that off like that. I'm still hoping I can get this off the end of it. This is how I was making them. They were so difficult to make because after baking them, the little metal pieces as well were coming out, so I then had to glue them back in. Okay, so then trying to get them off, I just basically use all the tools I sort of have at home here. Just try and edge that off of there like that. So that's one little goggle. Now I've also got these tools here. I think they're Tonic Studios tools, but you know, you can just roll that out a bit. There's one little goggle. I mean, you know, as I say, you can play around with this, but this is how I'm making them. Now, as I say, this isn't ideal because of the Fimo is starting to stick to this end, so I think you'd be better off with something ceramic possibly. As I say, I hope you're seeing this okay. Cut that end off. Yep, I still think it's filming. That's good. Always good news, isn't it? Wrap that around the end and then cut it. So I'm trying to concentrate here as well, so it's a bit difficult doing both talking and can't multitask and make. Oh gosh, they're so fiddly. Excuse me. Right, so this is the second one. So get your little end. You could use, I've been using pins as well. Just rub that in. I'm still trying to make sure it'll come off. Doesn't stick too much. Just roll that a bit. There we go, cut that bit off. So yeah, these tiles are great because you can just put them straight in the oven and you can work off them. Just trying to get that off the end. Roll that a bit more. That's the thing, as I say, it tends to stick a bit. It's probably a different way of doing this. But there we go. And just get the little circle just to even that out a little bit. Okay, right, so got your two little goggles. So as I say, I'm using cocktail sticks as well. It's so fiddly. I do find this so fiddly. A bit too much. There we go. That one's a little bit higher, so I'm just going to turn it over. Pat it down a little bit. And I've got to get it off there. I've got another palette knife that hopefully that will work. Okay. So we've got our two little goggles. And what I've been doing, I'll bring this over because again, as I said, I've been trying to be a little bit organised. There we go. What I've done, I'm using these jump rings. You can get a set off eBay or Amazon. And I've got some acetate. You can get acetate sheets. I get most of my things off eBay and Amazon. And I've been cutting little circles. I've been guesstimating them and then putting the jump rings over because they've actually got little lenses on them. So you can see I've made 6 up there already. Now glue's a bit of an issue with these because they're so tiny. I've been using this glue, E6000, but it's quite a sort of sticky glue. But yeah, that's, if you can see those, that's the little lens. Now it may or may not be all right to put in the oven. I was going to use a laminating sheet, but it's not as good as the acetate I found. So it's not to have to put those in the oven. I've been getting another jump ring. With these, they've doubled up, as you can see. These are single ones because they came off afterwards, but I've just done single ones. Oh, they are fiddly. Right. Then I put the ring on there like that. So then what you do, they bake, and then afterwards you can stick the other one on top like that. Okay, then these little pieces, let me just put another jump ring on that one so you get the idea. Like that. Just press it in because hopefully it'll sort of stick in. That's the start of them. And then you get these little pieces here, which I've made out of a brass, it's 0.8mm wire. And then the pair of pliers I use are these. I get the end like that, bend it, then bend again, and then just clip, just here, cut rather, like that. So that will give you that shape. So that's what I'm using there. And I'll just hold it there and I will come back with part 2.